welcome back to my channel. My name is Harleigh. If you're new here, welcome back. If you're not new here, you might be a little bit excited or intrigued to see me starting the video in the kitchen because I've had so many requests from you guys for more recipe videos and more food videos. Again, if you've been around for a little while, you will know I eat pancakes a lot in my vlogs, and today I'm going to be sharing my fluffy American style pancake recipe with y'all. So I was gonna go for the whole like YouTube aesthetic of weighing out all the ingredients and having them all in little bowls, but I think part of the joy of this recipe is that you don't need to do that. Like, it's not a recipe that you have to seriously prep for. You're gonna weigh out all your ingredients practically into the same bowl. You're gonna literally put your butter straight into the pan and maybe one other jug for your milk. It's gonna be quite a quick video, to be honest with you, quite a simple recipe. Just a few things that I wanna like say up front, which is that I don't know about any other substitutions other than the recipe that I'm giving you. So if you can't eat eggs, for example, YouTube a video that's egg-free. If you can't eat anything else, you're gluten-free, whatever, I don't know. Okay, I don't know any other substitutions apart from this particular recipe. Like, I've tailored this recipe slightly from a different recipe that I used to use, and I just think this is my preference, this is my recipe. If you start changing things like using different types of flour, the results will change. So do that at your own risk, but I don't know. Another thing about pancake recipes, if you find that your pancakes always go wrong, always go badly, but you feel like you're so sure that you've done everything right, the measurements are specific. They're pancakes, but they're kind of baking, and baking is kind of a science. So try and get yourself a set of scales if you don't have one for the ingredients that do actually need weighing out. Use teaspoon measures, not just like an actual teaspoon if you're using things like baking powder or bicarbonate of soda, because those things, like a little amount can make a really big difference. And also like the actual method. So I'll talk about this in a minute and show you guys as I'm mixing, but a part of this recipe, like a part of what makes this recipe work, is about the method. Like, not over mixing it particularly is like such a crucial part of pancake making. So if you find that your pancakes are always wrong or always destroyed, but you know that you mix the batter to absolute death because you're trying to get rid of all the flour pockets, it's not necessary. And try it my way, try it my way. Okay, so all the ingredients coming to play are self-raising flour, caster sugar, salt, baking powder, 2 eggs, some unsalted butter, and I will be using oat milk. I know I just said no substitutions, but I do know the substitution if you want to just use regular milk, so I'll put that in the description. Also some apple cider vinegar or maybe lemon juice, as I'm gonna make like a buttermilk situation out of these two. Equipment wise, as I said, a set of scales is always helpful, some measuring spoons with like a straight teaspoon measure, a jug for your liquids. I love the Pyrex jugs, they last forever. A whisk is super important, not a wooden spoon, not anything mechanical, just a regular whisk. Bowl, obviously we'll be mixing everything in, and an ice cream scoop. This is my dolloper of choice to get even pancakes every single time. They're always the same size if you use a mechanical ice cream scoop. And also just a little bit of oil because I will be obviously frying these pancakes. This is my frying pan of choice. As you guys probably know, I do have a cast iron pan. I'm yet to take that on a pancake ride. It just takes a really long time to preheat, and yeah, I haven't worked out yet. So I'm just using a regular, skegular frying pan. Another thing that I will do is I'll actually put the oven on just as long as it takes for me to mix all the ingredients together on like 100 degrees, and just place a baking tray in there, just so that as the pancakes are coming out, I'll just put them into a off but warmed oven. If you don't mind and you want to make a stack of them, put a tea towel over them, foil over them, whatever you want to do. It's just where I'll be placing them when they just start magically disappearing out of the pan. So first things first, and you can leave this for quite a while to be honest with you, is just to make a buttermilk of sorts. So I'm gonna put 110 milliliters of oat milk and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar just together, mix those and set them aside while we get on with the rest of the things. And then in our bowl, I'm gonna start with the dry ingredients. So 120 grams of self-raising flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of caster sugar, and whisk that all together just so that the raising agent is thoroughly combined. At this point, I want to put my frying pan on, just like on a low to medium heat, because I do want a preheated pan, and also I need to melt the 20 grams of butter that's going to go in with the mix. As that's warming and melting down, you can crack in your 2 eggs, pour on your milk, and then finally your melted butter. So all of the ingredients are in and we have rejoined for the mixing. Now we're going to do this with care, okay? We're going to smash those yolks a little, seeing as they don't want to really join the party. And we're literally gonna go around the outside of the bowl, shaking off the contents of the whisk until everything is incorporated. And that is literally it. As you can see, it's still a bit lumpy, but there is nothing dry, and obviously as we broke the yolks you saw that there was orange there. That's all completely incorporated. This is what you want. This is it. This is the end. This is not beating it until it's completely smooth. This is how you want it to be. It's pancake law that you must test your batter. I do this mainly to test the heat of the pan, center-ish, but also if you were adding anything and you wanted to check the taste, if there's enough sugar or enough salt, or if you had chocolate chips or anything like that. This is the important part. And you can't really see because it's quite overexposed, but oh, there you can. Okay, right. There are no bubbles coming through yet. That is what we're looking for. We're looking for when bubbles start to come through. They are just actually starting to come through on this side, if you can see there. And okay, now as we're talking, they're starting to come through on the top. When the bubbles come through, it's time to flip. And knowing that she's ready on the other side is more about time and also color. Now that obviously the top is not wet, you can easily just kind of like flip up the corners and see if it's colored underneath. I have to be quick so I don't burn my fingers or my pan. But it's good. It's very good. Let's make some more. I've sacrificed this one to show you the consistency on the inside and like the fluffy terribleness of them, because they are amazing. I have to complete this with the taste test, of course. I just bruised some blueberries just to like finish it off. Oh no, my blueberries, they're broken. Ask me any questions you want about this recipe, except for gluten-free and dairy substitutions, but anything about the method that was unclear, if you want to know a little bit more about why, I've left a video. It's quite a long video, but it basically talks you through the basic principles of pancake making and why things are best as they are. If you try the recipe, let me know, tag me on Instagram or wherever you choose to post them. Have a lovely day, whichever day you're so choosing to watch this. I'm obviously making this on a Sunday because what's better than pancakes on a Sunday brunch? Bye.